Time P. And today, it's finally here. Edgewater, Saskatchewan for all platforms. Now, this is a map that I think a lot of people have been waiting for. It's finally out now. It's for all platforms. It's a very, very good map. I'm spending multiple hours playing on this, and it's only been out for one day. So, go download it right now. But if you're here for what I'm pretty sure you're here for, this is going to be a map review. And also, we're going to talk about a few mods that are needed for this map that changes the experience. But first, let's get an overall look at what Saskatchewan's about. An Edgewater Saskatchewan map is made by South Sask Modding, who was the original publisher, who published it back in April 2022 for PC. But then, during that time, BcBuhler Farms teamed up and they brought it to all platforms and renovated the map completely. So, this is what they bring to us. Welcome to Edgewater Saskatchewan map, showcasing some of the unique aspects of farming in Saskatchewan, Canada. Working around slopes, ditches, and trees are a day-to-day task on this map. Ditching may be an investment to your farm, which will allow you to open up fields and expand your acres. Snow is no joke, so be careful. Roads are slick, don't get stuck. 7 farms to choose from, 1 being a cow farm, 53 fields with unique field shapes, over 10 sell points, 3 new crops, flax, lentils, and peas, and we'll talk about those crops in a minute. Swathful crops, wheat, barley, oats, which are standard. But then we also get flax and canola, which in Saskatchewan in real life, if you want to play this realistically, they always swath their flax and canola. And that will require to pick up header pack to harvest and provides a 20% yield bonus over the standard harvest technique. Custom crop calendar, custom co-op used to purchase seeds, fertilizer, herbicides, and limes, custom train and traffic vehicles, custom water sources with free locations around the map, flax bales and a custom TMR mixture. Grain can be used in the feed mixture, which is again in Saskatchewan. That's very common for them to use grain as a substitute for silage. Custom precision farming map, custom crop calendar, and weather tons of snowfall during the winter. Going to need 2 mods to play. I would also say you need to download another mod. Co-op inputs cooperative, crop inputs cooperative by BcBuhler, and the pickup header pack by BcBuhler, and have fun. And also, I would just like to add to download the offer pack by BcBuhler because that's going to help you out a ton. So let's get in, and let's start off. Let's look at our PDA. And first thing you're going to look at is those field size, but don't get intimidated. In Saskatchewan, this is very common for the field sizes, and I'm using the information today to inform you guys about farming practices from BcBuhler himself, who has a very, very excellent video, as well as stuff that I've heard from my friend who lives up in Saskatchewan. He's a rancher in just north of New Battlefort, Saskatchewan, so he's informed me a lot about agriculture here in Saskatchewan, and also BcBuhler has helped out a lot. So, thank you guys, and let's take a look. So again, 53 fields, 7 farms. As we can see, we start off with field 1 in this farm area, which is classified as farm area 21. And as we can see, flax is the purple, and we start off with a flax field. Peas are green, and lentils are red. And it looks like there's a custom calendar where it prevents you from growing the corn, soybeans, stuff like that. Crops are not traditionally grown in Saskatchewan, which is really nice to see because one of my biggest irritations is when you're playing on a Michigan map and there's like a cotton field. But with this, it's just what absolutely feels like a Saskatchewan. So let's take a look at the map, and let's start off with the starter farm. So first off, what we start off with is a good amount of vehicles. We get the 4755 from John Deere and a Mass Ferguson 3670. Roche Shamash 237. Mack, the New Holland Harvester, a truck, a trailer, that 28-foot head, a disc, a seeder, a sprayer, tools, and then augers. And then it is very traditional for the Low King to be used in Canada. So yeah, so we have our house up here. There's a driveway down that direction. Behind here, there's a little shelter, a little rickety shack. junk pile, and then we have custom sheds, which we'll go over in a second. This is the workshop by Western Iowa Modding, which, as you can see, is incredibly well done and detailed. Restroom, all that stuff, office. This is connected to the main bay. Good amount of room, work area, and then there's a smaller bay right here. And then you have to go on the inside to open up this shed for both sides. So we'll open that up. We got Westeel Roscoe bins, which are again common in Saskatchewan. And here we have our Quantum hut and more tractors. So as you can see, we have custom buildings. So we'll go through. On the map, we get the shed, the 2 Quantum huts, Western Iowa's workshop, and Western Iowa's 60 by 120 shed. In silos, we get the bin systems on the map. So we have a 5 bin. We get these are lizard 4 ring, and then there's a 5 ring, 4 in an offset, and 4 in our offset style. Nothing in silo extensions, nothing in containers. In farmhouses, we get this chair sweeping trigger in that house, which is just the Elm Creek house, but with the American flag removed, just because it's in Canada. Productions, all the co-op, Edgewater Productions, grain mill, that. Selling points, nothing in greenhouses, generators, stuff like that. And that is going to be it for the included stuff. We'll go over the mods that you'll need in a second, but let's just take a look at the map. So, PDA, let's go into flyover mode, and we'll fall out this way, and gravel road again. We'll go off to the main road, which reminds me of, I think it's Route 33 in Saskatchewan. As you can see, we got the custom traffic going down. There are Chevys, Rams, and Fords. See if you catch one. There goes a Ford. Over here we have one of our farms, and this is a larger grain operation. We got the 6 by 120, a Quantum hut, the bins, your house over here. And then this is also bordered to a NAR farm area, which is just a small shed, 3 Westeel Roscoe bins, and a pull-through Quonset. So from here we can go downwards, back to the main farm area. But then this will take us down this way, and that's just pretty much a dead end. So we'll head back down to Route 33, and we'll head down the other direction. Again, absolutely beautiful roads. Up here is just a house. We'll go down this dirt road. I don't think this will take you anywhere. I think this takes you to a farm, which it does. And we got some Roscoe bins, shed, your house, whole stuff right here. It's a farm set up here. But down this way we have NAR farm, which is a NAR larger grain operation. So we have the bin, drive-through Quonset, pole barn, and then these are deletable. I don't think you can enter these. Yeah, you can't enter those. They're just there for decoration, but overall nice. Down this road we have a little offshoot area, some Roscoe with some Westeel Roscoe bins. Again, in Canada, a lot of areas of the offshoot bins are common. There's a custom water trigger. These are all around the map, and I don't know what they are classified as. I think they may be, yeah, they're in the community well. And there's 3 of these located on the map, and these are actually based off of stuff that BcBuhler saw around in his part of Saskatchewan he lives. So very nice to see that on the map, and you know, that gives you free water. A nice cattle run gate right there. It's just absolutely amazing the amount of detail they put into this map. It actually feels like you're in Saskatchewan when you play on this, with the long open dirt roads and stuff like that. Off over here we have an NAR bin set up, an automatic bin set up right here. I think you can use those augers as well. I'm not quite sure, but up Route 33 again, and over here there's a NAR farm area, 3 Roscoe bins, Quonset, shed, house, you know, good looking. We'll go down this road. And then over here is the cattle area. Cattle area, you have the barn, the Roscoe bins, a Quantum hut. It's set for dairy, and then it has a working bale feeder as well. So very nice. You have smaller fields around this area, so this is smaller farm practice. We'll head down this way, and we reached our first town. And here's where a lot of production points, the dealership, a grain co-op, railway with the custom Canadian Pacific Rail, Canadian Railway. Sorry, not Canadian Pacific, just Canadian Railway. The co-op's down over here. Everything is down over here. So this is a very, very main part of the map. It looks like a line spreader parked right there, but yeah, as you can probably tell, this is where a lot of the business is being done on the map, is in the southern portion. Of course, we could drive down here. There's just fields, decoration. Looks like just decorative farm. A park area, a sell point right there, you know, just decoration in general on the south side of the map. We'll see while we're filming if we can see the Canadian Pacific Railway come by, but it's an absolutely stunning train with the it's a two-head manifest with I think 5 to 6 grain trailers, grain carts as well. So that's very nice. But back on the main road, we continue down this way. I'm not sure if we hit all the farms yet. I've not been counting. I think we've done, but I think we did. Okay, down this way is just a bunch of fields. Let's take you to the other major farm area. Over here is just a decorative area. And down over here is our town area. There's some sell points in here, but there's a gas station. This just seems to be more of like a decorative town area. Yeah, there's some like productions over here. This road is up here. As you can see, there goes the Chevy. There are custom Saskatchewan license plates on this map as well, if that's curious to know. And I think we've hit every single farm. Let's see. We go down there. Yes, we did. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we hit all the farms, and you have a grain site here, a bin site here, and then there's probably some rooms for you to do cattle sites, stuff like that, feedlots. But yeah, that's Edgewater, Saskatchewan. So now it's my time in the video to chime in and show off some mods. So this is the Pickup Header Pack by BcBuhler, and you are going to need this for this map, since canola and flax, oats, barley, and wheat are used with this pickup head. So we can look. So first we have the Case IH version, the 2388 by Caceres Moddings version, New Holland TR by Tyre Einer, the S series by JHHG Modding or Custom Moddings version, the STS 70 series by Sid, the John Deere T series by Base Game, and I think there's one by Gurf 23, John Deere X9 by Sid or Base Game, John Deere 9600 by Sid, John Deere 7700 by, I'm not quite sure about that one, but I think that also may be done by Sid. Kloss, there's one by CS Farms, and then there's another one I can think of, probably Base Game, stuff like that. There's probably one by Gurf. Ideal, there's a custom one by, I think it's, I'm not quite sure who did the custom one, but just one Base Game. And with this one, you can change the colors on the side. Massey Ferguson, and then for some reason you can change the attacher on the Massey Ferguson. Class Yellow by Sid Modding for his class. And then we have the CNH Shield, so this is for the John Deere version. And then from that, so this is for CNH products, New Holland Case. OEM, and for PC players you have the MacDon version, so it's pretty much just the MacDon. And you can put decals on, but you do have the MacDon version logo on it for it. Change the colors. Metal Shield and back to standard. So let's take a look at the Metal Shield, since this will, at the OEM Shield version, because this is pretty much the realistic one. So we get the John Deere STS 7 attacher, the John Deere STS 60 series and T series, the CNH, the Class, Ideal, Versatile, John Deere 7700, John Deere 9600, New Holland TR, Case IH 2300, John Deere 9X, John Deere S series, back to the STS Sony series, decals, Case, New Holland, John Deere, the MacDon, Mass Ferguson, Claus, back standard, crop catch, just how you want your crop catch. Colors, you can change it all up. We have additions of John Deere green, Case IH red, New Holland yellow, Mass Ferguson red, class red, green, class yellow, and then white. And that goes for standard on all parts. You could change the logo color. So let's throw the logo on real quick. There we go. You can see, but the green's for MacDon, and then you can change the wheel color as well. In the swap pack, I did a separate review video on this, but we'll just go over it real quick. So, by BcBuhler, and this is going to swap your flax and canola, wheat, oats, and barley. So you have Case IH, Challenger, Heston, Mass Ferguson, back case, Michelin, Trelleborgs, all those wheel tires. You have a razor bar, Agco case, Mass Ferguson, Challenger, Heston, and this has a conditioner and well, which you can detach, and this can do mowing. This is the swapper head, Agco case, and you can add on decal. This is the transport trailer, which you would park your swapper on top and haul it down to your field, and then co-op incorporated, and I'll just Google up a tutorial for that. Now, it is my time to be, again, it's my time to video, again, it's a little longer video, but let's talk about farming practices in Saskatchewan. So if you don't really care about like realism and just want to play the map because it's beautiful, which it is, you can turn off this view. But if you want to play like you live in Saskatchewan, this is some of the major things to know. First off, BcBuhler did a very beautiful job done on this in his Saskatchewan Tour series. If you really just want the tutorials, go to his YouTube channel, BcBuhler Farms, and he just has all the tutorials lined out. But I'll just give a basic rundown. So Saskatchewan, there's not really heavy tillage. Sometimes there's turnover of soil 3 to 5 years. But most of the time it's just harrow or direct drilled. There's not really planting of corn and soybeans here, but the main crops are wheat, oat, canola, and then flax, peas, and lentils. And the wheat is Durham wheat, but pretty much the same thing. And then you have your hays, and you have hay for cattle. In this part of Saskatchewan, as you can see, the fields are very scattered and river ditches, which is, again, very realistic for the map and for the area. Direct drills are very common. If seeds are to be delivered to the direct drill, it's usually done by a tipper bed. Load king and tipper beds are king in this part of Saskatchewan. Main part of the industry in southern Saskatchewan, where this map is pretty much based in, is grain. But compared to northern Saskatchewan, there's not much ranching, but there is still ranching in this part of Saskatchewan, mainly for Angus. And overall, his video does do a better job. I'm just giving you like a basic rundown as I know about Saskatchewan agriculture. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Edgewater Saskatchewan by South Sask Modding and BcBuhler Farms. Download it, and on my rating scale, out of 1 out of 10, I give it a 9.8. The only 2 minus points is I do wish there was another feedlot area on the map, just maybe like a small offshoot, but other than that, I can't complain that much. It's an absolutely stunning, beautiful map. Good job, BcBuhler and South Sask. We are very excited to see what you guys have next in store for us. And it was a long, hard process that went through 7 rounds of testing. It's finally out now for all platforms. Go download it and have a nice, fun game with it. Goodbye, everyone.